BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here we go. It's a gain of 11. That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
On play action, Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. There again is Cooks, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
At the 2-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard 78 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
James Cook, 65 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
it's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Smash! Let's go! 52, blue! Hey, go steal!
They go play action. Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. What a great play there. 74 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Allen off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Okay, right.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
60 red. 60 red. Striker. Check striker.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Needle blue. Red. 38. Smash. Red. Hey, check mega. Hut, hut.
To throw, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Strike, down. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Young to throw it. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Set. Check, smash, 52 blue.
Young working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They run here with Dowdle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Ready up.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Come on. Drill, green, red, yellow, 22. Hey, go Fury. Hut.
Throwing, Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Ready. Black, 90, hey, go steal. Yellow, Lonnie. Ready?
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. 10 Black. Set.
Now here's Young. The man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Rico Dowdle taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Down the left sideline. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. Touchdown, Bills! Khalil Shakir, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, check. Down. Set. Hunt.
On play action, Young. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
A final shot before half for Allen. Allen going to run with it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Smash. Smash. Set. 45. Wide. Hut. Hut.
Looking to throw. Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Slide blue. Hut.
Young to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, 3rd down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, green. Ready.
To the air once more, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Check Spears. 52 blue. Hut.
Now Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for Bills. First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Now Allen again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 40 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
560. Ready. Hut.
They run again with Downing. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Ultra.
First
Go
and 10
ultra.
at the 33-yard line.
Cut.
Young. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
Green jack. Red. Cycle. 60 red. 60 red. Set. Hut.
Young. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Down. Yellow. 43. Hey, go Fury. Set.
Young will set to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
You know who's gonna find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest.
On the
Three
ready.
straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Black. Net.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it.
Here we go. Yellow. 22. Smash. Red. Black shot. Check. Smash. Hut.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go. 45. White. Ready.
A give running right. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. And sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing now is Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking on the all route, he finds Shaquille. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Alert!
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to have the Bills first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run it again with Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Regular. 5 wide.
Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Scorton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Pardon me, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Prater on to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up, 1st and 10 here.
Ready, black shot, red, yellow, 45, white, steal, check, steal. Ready.
Young to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Young. Into the hands of Sanders. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
Here's Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
That is caught. McMillan with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Come on, Green Jack, claws red, 33. Hey, go Fury. Hut, hut.
Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Ready?
Young to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get it.